I had quite a few people over helping me knock out the 240. We did quite a bit on it. We got the windows in and stuff. So I'm gonna give the update of what we have done, and then obviously what we're doing today. We got the headlights and everything in. I gotta get it all wired up and stuff. And actually, when I wired these up the first time, I wired them somewhat wrong. When the low beams were on and I turned the high beams on, the low beams will turn off when all the lights are supposed to be on. That's like the benefit of high beams on these cars. So I have to wire it in a way because the factory is the 3-pin and it uses a method that sends power to both whenever one is activated. Next big thing, my hood. Got my hood on. And when I tell you that the hood actually shows the color palette of the car, like, I really mean it. It is pretty incredible. Got the side skirt on all the way. There was some issues that I was having with it, but I needed to remove it anyways because I had to put my hood hinges on. They didn't paint my hood hinges, and it doesn't really matter. They're black. You can't even tell. That's obviously not what you're looking at when you look in a car anyways, but it's so dark under here, and it might be noticeable whenever the sun comes out, but they are black, and so I had to put them on under the fenders, so I couldn't even fully mount the fenders without the hood hinges on. Wheels and everything are on, my drive shaft is in, my exhaust is on. Now look at my tie tip. The titanium tip fits the car so freaking well. It looks super good, especially with the flare on the bumper. That's the kooky style. It's supposed to match the side skirts. I haven't yet got the side skirt on this side. Got the trunk on. Glasses in, obviously. I got this brand new OEM seal, which I'm super impressed with. It looks really, really good. And is just obviously way better than the garbage that I had in there, which was the old factory one. All the corners and stuff were like popped up and it wasn't sitting down here. And I'm currently in the process of doing an OEM black for trim and body panels. Here is one that is an old, it's kind of washed out. I think it's like mostly gray. And then I sprayed it with an OEM color. So this is fresh paint, plastic paint, and this is black. These panels are black, but they need to be touched up because the scratching has turned them white in places. Obviously, like, my brakes are on and they do work. The car does drive, it moves under its own power. Everything shifts right because I'm pretty sure I left the mode in P2, which is just a full auto mode. And yeah, so today I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the fabrication process. This is a very, very tight spot. And in order to actually have that tight spot be filled, I had to order a cast 90 because these cast 90s are far tighter. Like a regular 90, it's hard to tell on that one. But like even on this, you see this 90 can fit inside that one. These 90s are just tighter in general. There's a lot that needs to be taken off of this. What I've figured out here is, like I said, I cut off the end of my cast elbow. So I got this guy right here that I chopped off, and I was able to get it really, really close. And then I also smoothed down the end of the Vangean ring, so that way we have a little bit of space. That's not a lot of space, but it's enough to be able to wiggle and move around. Right now I'm trying to find the perfect angle from this pipe to that pipe, and we got to make sure everything is butted all the way together. If I release this tape, then it can slack, and so this is all the movement that these O-ring clamps have. So I want it to be all the way up against the inner ring, so that way we know that we have the maximum clearance whenever it's all welded and everything, and then when we release it, it can flex. So I got all my old cut rings here, and I'm just trying to devise of a way to route all of these pipes with what I have. I've got these guys right here. They're gonna need a polish job, but now I've got practically almost all the way there, and I think that guy right there, which I just went and got, is going to be the final key to this. Alright, so it took me a couple of days to actually get this finished, and while we were finishing up this welding, I got the rest of the stuff for the car. So I'm going to show you guys what I finished welding, and then I will show you guys the update to the car, and then we're going to have to do the other side where the turbo is. So here's my pipe, welded all the way up, my V-band flange and everything. And then as for the car, Guess I'll probably already start telling. My timing cover, my coil cover, and then my wing. That carbon blade wing. Now technically the whole entire wing is carbon fiber, but I had the stands carbon matched. Or I had the stands paint matched. Look at that, that's freaking sweet. So, the carbon blade, and yeah, it's extraordinary. Then I also got my mirrors, my bumpers inside. I got my lip over there, which is all cracked. I just sprayed it gloss black. I'm gonna have to get a new lip here soon. So we finished up this side. Now I gotta finish up the other side. This one was the more annoying side because of this really tight bend and then just how close everything is. This one will be a little bit less ridiculous. So I'm gonna do 2.5 to 3 inch, and then we'll come up here to the intercooler. And then I gotta modify the actual intake pipe. Shouldn't be too long now. Once I get that done, then really the car is basically going to get thrown back together. I'm actually currently waiting for Safelite to come, and when they get here, they'll put my windshield in, and then we're freaking home free then. We'll be able to, the car will be finished by the weekend, and then we're going to be making all sorts of videos. All right, Safelite came in clutch, guys. Also, look at this seal. They brought me an OEM style seal, and it looks freaking amazing. I'm going to go push that other side down real quick. The windshield is already set. It's been 24 hours for sure, and we're not going to be driving it anyways anytime in the next couple of days. The thunderstorms are starting to hit tonight, so we're going to get started on the charge side on the turbo. I have the piping and everything all situated, so I'm going to use some masking tape here to hold everything together. So I've got everything marked up where I want it to be. I'm going to tack all of these up and then set it in there, and then I'm going to find the angle for this. This was a 2.5 inch pipe that I expanded to 3 inch. It works, and I'm gonna have to weld this, but it's going to be hutchy. And then also these are old welds. So I did this one, so we're gonna be able to see the difference between this one, which I did a while ago, and then my new ones. So I'm gonna tack this up, and then I'm gonna set it in there. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully it goes freaking smooth, like as smooth as the other side. Those welds look good. I like the way those welds look. God dang, she looks good, man. God, she's almost complete. Once I get this pipe done, I'm just home free. Get the front bumper and everything on. Get the car completely together, and then lower the car like an inch. Lower this side a lot more than the rest. You gotta be a thorn in my side, don't you? Come here. Give me your legs. Get out from under there. You think you're freaking something, don't you? Get out of there. Okay, bye. Yeah, you thought wrong. Got the intercooler pipe and everything all situated. This was kind of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. It looks a lot better than it did, and it's gonna function here after a little while. Do another update, and yeah, we'll probably shoot off the end of this video. Okay, we are most definitely taking multiple days to shoot this, but here it is. The car is fully assembled. And I mean, it is extraordinary. It is crazy to see what this car came from at this point last year. It literally had a drag wing and a parachute, and it was 4 different colors. Had a cage. Now it's a freaking full street car. A full big brake kit. I mean, damn. I am so incredibly impressed with what I have built. Like, this is unbelievable. The car looks incredible. Wow. That is everything I wanted. That freaking color shift is unbelievable. But that's what we're gonna call it, guys. This one, you know, we did an awful lot. And we got to save the next videos for all sorts of 8HP70 fun. So we're going to get into tuning and everything. I got to throw all my interior and everything in, which I'm probably going to do like literally immediately after this. So I'll be wearing the same freaking thing. So yeah, anyways, Ricebox is fully assembled on the exterior. She is basically ready to ride. We're ready to go drive and everything. I do want to lower the car about an inch. but that's gonna be for some later videos. Drop a freaking like, guys. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous freaking colors. Oh my god. Look at the Midnight Purple to Midnight Purple 3. Oh. That's gonna be it for this video, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.